to me.
Yep. I always look sad.
Battle Brothers, we are gathered here today to mark the passing of Frater Dominatus Codex Ultramarines. Yes, I've run out of words.
Do you want to say some words, Tank?
No.
Okay. Do you want to give your offering?
Would you like to say any words?
Brother!
Steel Rain.
I am pinned here.
I'll miss you, brother.
With the finest stratagems you are armed, and in the best paper clad, you will know no FAQ.
I cry for Conan, for he cannot cry.
We all take a torch, brothers. R.I.P. Codex 1. So guys, welcome back to Hellstormwargaming and welcome to a new Codex / new supplement / buy 3 books and 3 sets of cards battle report, because we have...
It's finally here.
Go on Dan, say something about it.
It's crap.
Space Marine Day.
It's Space Marine Day, it's Marine Party Barbecue Day. We have the Ultramarines Supplement, we have the Space Marines Codex.
I'm going to say, do you need the Space Marines Codex?
Somewhere. We don't have the old one anymore. But we are... Tank is back. Hello, Tank.
Hello.
We have a brand new opponent for him today. They're going to be playing a brand new Tyranid army for the channel. Super cool Tyranid army painted by Tank himself. And we're going to be playing 1850 points because... So we're supposed to be playing 2k. So you wrote a really cool 2K list. Well, it's more than 2K
Yeah.
because we accounted for the Guilliman drop. However, we didn't account for the Hellblaster drop, the Tactical Squad drop, and the Reaver Squad drop.
Yeah.
So we've ended up dropping to 1850 because we don't have enough models now. Because we were borrowing a super cool army painted by Tank's mate, Madders.
Yeah.
Absolute legend, so thank you very much for that, dude. So yeah, we could talk about this all day, but everyone else has already talked about it. So let's just get straight into the army list.
See what it does.
See what it does. Let's go. So guys, here we are. This is the Ultramarines. The good ones. The pretty ones. So they're not my Ultramarines. These were, as we've mentioned, these were gifted to us by. Do you want to tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, my good friend Madders, who he sort of actually owns the gym that I go to.
Oh right, okay.
When I first joined, sort of neither of us knew the other one that was into the hobby, and no one ever talked about it.
You're just there lifting like, I'm not a nerd.
I can't remember how it came up, but it all came out once, and
Right, okay.
we realised it was like a bit of a sort of insidious cult of nerds in our gym, and
Brilliant.
and yeah, so sure enough, Madders is he's a great painter himself, and he's got some really nice commission pieces as well.
Yeah.
He's lent us these beautiful Ultramarines.
Yeah, I say gifted for a report, not forever. But do check him out. He's got Instagram. I'll post links below, and I'll post his gym there if you're local. So go check it out. So it was supposed, as we mentioned, we had a bit of a hiccup with the list. It was supposed to be 2,000, but because of the points drops across the board, which we didn't realise, such as the Hellblasters, the Reavers, and G-Man, we're going to do 1850. This is a 7th edition battle report. So I have a battalion and a super heavy auxiliary. I have Tigerius to start with. This isn't the Primaris model. This is the old model. However, one thing that I did notice that I don't think has really been mentioned is that Marneus, Calgar and Tigerius are both in the new supplement, but they only have the Primaris versions in there. They don't have, in the old Codex, obviously Tigerius was a Primaris, but also Marneus had 3 versions of himself. He had Power Armour, Terminator Armour and Primaris Armour. So now they don't have those old rules anymore, so it's just the Primaris version. So if you do have those old guys, if you're still using them, they won't have Angels of Death, which means you won't get your abilities for them. So for today, because it's Tigerius, we're just going to use this one as the Primaris version, because we don't have time to get it painted. So this is Primaris Tigerius.
Yeah.
So then we have Chaplain Casius, which is the cool. This is the one from the Death Watch game.
He's awesome.
Yeah, it's a super cool model. He's got an awesome flamer. He's stood on a Tyranid, dead, and it's just beautiful.
Was he founder of the Death Watch?
He joined the Death Watch, then left again. It was kind of like Jon Snow.
Yeah, we don't know the answer. We'll do some research and get back to
He's
you.
basically what I think he's Jon Snow, where he joined the Death Watch and then just went, actually, there's women outside of here, so we'll go and see what's happening. So
Even though I'm chemically castrated at birth.
Exactly. Then we have not Sergeant Cronus. So again, because we were so low in points, we've had to do something. So I'm using a Tech Marine as Sergeant Cronus, who's going to be taking a Razorback with their heavy bolter and the Razorback. They're all kitted out the same except for the top weapon, but they've got a Hunter Killer. They've got Storm Bolters. So they're the HQs of the battalion. Then I've got 4 units of 6 tactical squads, all with bolters, bolt pistols, and then chainswords. And like these guys have gone down a point. They're now 12 points, meaning they're 1 point more than a scout, which is like
So good.
It is quite good. That, I mean, you do lose infiltrate, but you gain an armor save, and then that just makes. I mean, it's sort of like an armor save, but it makes such a massive difference.
Yeah.
So I've got 4 units of 6 there. I've then got the Hellblasters, the Primaris Hellblasters, which are 165 points now, which I think is still quite expensive, but we'll see how they get on.
Not terrible.
Yeah, if they do start shooting stuff, they usually kill it, but you know, they're just Space Marines with better guns. So then we have a Leviathan. I mean, wouldn't be a Space Marine game with me in it without a Leviathan. Tanky's repping the new t-shirt today. Then we have a Reaver squad, which have also come down in points, which looks super cool. These are like sneaky boys, the foe boss now.
Cheapest Primaris models now, aren't they?
Yeah, 80 points for a unit of 5, which is really good. Then I've got 3 Razorbacks with assault cannons, and Hunter Killers and Storm Bolters, which is just like a solid choice. They stay the same points, but they're still really good and very point efficient. And then I have the man himself, Mr. G-Man, this absolutely beautiful Guilliman model. Who's it painted by again?
It's painted by a guy called Tommy Soul.
Tommy Soul. I think he's quite big on Instagram, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's won Golden Demon.
Yeah.
But we'll put his Instagram on the link as well.
So, but together this army is absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely beautiful. But it's 1848, this list. I'm using Chaplain Casius, which now gets litanies. So his litanies are going to be Litany of Hate, which is the standard Chaplain one, which is reroll hits within 6. Then he's going to take Recitation of Focus, so choose a unit within 6, and then they can ignore. I think they add 1 to hit for range weapons. That's it, add 1 to hit, because I was thinking moving and shooting. So they add 1 to hit for range weapon, and then I've got Canticle of Hate, so that's the add 2 to charge and stuff like that. And then Tigerius' power is going to take Psychic Shackles, Storm of the Emperor's Wrath, and Scryer's Gaze, and these are all really good powers. So Psychic Shackles basically halve your movement and reduce your advance and charge by 1, which is good with Steelers. Really good to slow those Gene Stealers down. Storm of the Emperor's Wrath, which is basically choose a unit within 18, roll a dice for every model in that unit. On a 6, you take a mortal wound. Super strong. And then Scryer's Gaze is gain a command point, or I can let an Ultramarine unit model within 18 reroll a hit, wound, or damage roll. That's good. So they're all space Ultramarine powers, so it's just trying to try out the Ultramarines Codex to see what it's like. But yeah, I'm really chuffed with this Space Marine Codex. There's a lot going on. Obviously you've got Doctrines, Angels of Death, extra attacks on the charge and stuff like that. It's kind of like
some awesome stratagems.
It's going to be a bit mind-boggling to remember all those stratagems, because there's I think there's 5 pages with the Ultramarines Codex. I'm
mainly worried about how much better their Overwatch is going to be.
Yeah.
With the strat where
Tau. Is it defensive?
3 units within 6 can all Overwatch as well.
It's 2 units within 6. So it's 2 CP. The name of the stratagem will come up on screen now. But if you charge a unit, 2 units within 6 for 2 CP can also Overwatch as if they were being charged, which is really strong. So that's the list. 1848. So with that, let's go and have a look at the Tyranids. Let's go. So Tyranid time.
Tyranids.
Bug time. So tell me about it. It's fantastic. What I should say is this is a fantastic new army painted by Tank for the channel, but we don't have a name for it yet, because we kind of like using a mixture, but we need a cool High Fleet name.
High Fleet Tankos it's called.
High Fleet Tankos.
I decided that when I was painting it.
So, but if you guys have got a cool name for it that's maybe not High Fleet Tankos,
keep it Tankos, it sounds cool.
Do let us know in the comments. So tell me all about it.
Okay, so Tyranids aren't in the greatest place at the moment.
No.
There's kind of like one good build with them, which I've kind of got. So yeah, it's the closest you'll get to a competitive build for Tyranids. Probably the other one, which is quite popular and successful, is the shooty Carnifex spam.
Yeah. Where
people take like 9 Carnifexes with venom cannons and give them the -1 to hit spore things. And the +1 to shoot.
Nice. So hitting on 3s, is it?
Yeah, so they're hitting on 3s and -1 to hit, and you take that High Fleet that gives them the cover save.
Yeah, which is really quite strong to be fair. Tough to 6 gunboats.
They've got no invuln, but if they get charged, they're screwed. But it's decent. Yeah. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. Tell me about it. What have we got?
So the list we've got.
And what detachments have you got?
We've got 2 battalions. The first battalion is High Fleet Kraken.
Nice.
Which, if you're playing Gene Stealers, is the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Because it lets you.
It's 3d6, pick the highest for advance.
When you advance, you roll 3 dice and pick the highest, which is brilliant because Gene Stealers can advance and charge.
Yeah.
And there's also strats for doubling the charge.
Nice.
That you roll. And it also lets you leave combat and shoot, which can be very strong situationally. So in this battalion, we've got a Malanthrope, which is the Forge World HQ, who gives... He's got a free insurer of -1 to hit.
Which is really good, yeah.
So you pretty much bring in him for if you go second.
Yeah. And it's not that expensive for a HQ.
140. He got increased a bit. He used to be a bit less.
Yeah.
We've got the Swarmlord.
Very nice.
Who in the last chapter approved, he went down 50 points. I think.
He's my favourite Tyranid model in like idea of him, because of all the swords, like General Grievous. So there's one battle report that I played with Alex, and I got the Swarmlord and going to do General Grievous.
Yeah. So. He's quite choppy in combat.
Yeah.
I think he should be a bit choppier, going off for fluff, but hey ho. The main reason he's there, he actually tells the Gene Stealers to run faster.
Yeah.
And
Commander.
And I don't know if we'll get to see it or not, but sometimes the Gene Stealers can, in combination with his Hive Commander ability and stratagems, you can get sort of ridiculous movement out of them.
Like 40-50 inches, guys.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like
move twice.
It's like old Shining Spears kind of vibe. So that's cool. We've got 3 units of 16 Gene Stealers.
Nice.
And
4 of them each.
Yeah, 1 in every 4 is allowed to have an acid maw for no points.
Yeah.
And that's essentially a power sword.
-3.
So he's swinging at -3, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got 9 meiotic spores, which are the
floaty balls.
The big spores from Forge World, the ball baggy ones.
The dice bag ones.
And yeah, without giving too much away before the game,
they're a bit cheeky.
They've got some interesting tricks that you can do with them. Then the second detachment, the second battalion, is a Kronos one.
Okay.
They have got some sort of janky anti-psyker tech, but the main reason I've bought them is for reroll 1s on the Hive Guard shooting, which we'll get to.
Okay.
So the first of all, we've got a Broodlord, and I need to make sure I remember that he's not the same Hive fleet as the Gene Stealers, so he can't buff them or anything. But I've just got him in because he's quite cheap, 115. He's a psyker. He's good in combat. He's useful, and he can sort of chill with the Hive Guard and give them synapse.
Sure.
Then we've got Old One Eye.
Nice.
Who's
old classic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how good he'll be in this game, but if you were doing a take all comers Tyranid list, he's sort of one of your go-to sort of anti-knight options.
Yeah, because he's a carnifex, but he's a character as well, so you just can't target him.
He's like, if you roll well, he can kill knights in combat.
Nice.
And
he's cool.
He's not got an invulnerable save, which
most of the problem with Tyranids is they don't have invulns,
all the big beasties need invulns, don't they? At least a 5 up or something.
Even a 6 up.
Yeah,
makes a huge difference.
Then for the troop choices, we've got 3 units of Rippers.
Yeah.
So they can
CP tax.
Yeah, they can deep strike. They're a good unit for 33 points for free. Then we've got 6 Hive Guard. They've got really good shooting. It's strength 8, -2 AP, D3 damage.
Okay. What's the gun called?
2 shots a model. It's called an Impaler Cannon.
Yeah.
The other option they can take is shorter range, and it does like haywire to vehicles.
Shot cannon or something like that.
But it's sort of short range, and your Hive Guard don't want to be close, really.
You're really good to just sit him in the building at the back, giving, like for example, me something to deal with that I can't ignore.
36-inch range, ignoring cover and line of sight. It's really good.
Especially in IT.
They've got a stratagem to shoot twice as well.
Nice.
So you can get sort of 24 shots a turn out of them. They become really efficient.
Really good. How many points is that unit? Like 300.
Yeah, and then I had 25 points left at the end, so we've put in a Pyrovore for banter.
Pyrovore. Very nice. So there you go. That is 1850?
1843.
So they are the 2 lists. We are going to be playing Chapter Approved. We are going to be playing Beachhead, which is one of the newer ones. It's 3 objectives, score points at the start of your turn. Should be a fun game. Very thematic. We're going to be battling for Ultramar, so that's coming up next. guys, we are deployed. This old Imperial city, defended by the great Ultramarines, is being ransacked by these Tyranid Xenos scum. So we are playing Beachhead. There are 3 objectives which are using these nice maps. Branded ones coming soon. So there's one here, which is in my deployment zone. There's one in the centre, which is the Imperial statue, and then there's one in Tank's deployment zone. You can just see it underneath the building. It's just because it's a very good place for it. The deployment was Dawn of War. I actually chose sides, so I had to do well. Tank deployed first, which was good for you.
Good for me.
Which means you do have the choice of first or second.
Yeah, I'd love to take first. The siege roll will be terrifying because I've been a bit aggressive.
Yeah, so let's talk about your deployment tank. So we've got Gribblies.
Because I knew had like an 83% chance of going first, these guys have sort of gone like YOLO right on the line.
YOLO.
There's Hive Guard hiding in this ruin.
Sure.
To do what Hive Guard do.
Yeah.
Shoot from the shadows.
There's the Broodlord in there as well.
The Broodlord sat with them to give them synapse.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of counter charge if you come after him.
Very nice.
He's just the -1 dude. We've got more Steelers here.
Yeah. With
chilling with the Swarmlord and Old One Eye.
Yeah.
Then over in this corner we've just got some Rippers to help secure the objective.
Sure.
What's he called? Pyrivore.
Pyrivore, yeah.
He's just staying out of the way because he's rubbish.
And then more Gribblies.
These guys are sort of chilling here for maybe later in the game.
Sure, yeah. So, and then you have what in reserve? Or what's not deployed yet?
I've got 9 of the Forge World ball baggy Meiotic Spores. And 2 units of Rippers.
2 units of Rippers. Cool. So the Meiotic Spores deploy just before the first turn.
Yeah, they go down after the siege roll, 12 inches or more than 12 inches from your models.
Okay, cool. So my deployment, I've gone for a big old screen, knowing that Tank's got lots of bodies that can move very, very fast. I've got to try and keep him away for as long as possible because from the castle. So we have a tactical squad, all just lined up trying to just block him out for as long as possible. We have Cronus with the tactical squad in the Razorback. We have the 2 Razorbacks there, and then we've got the Hellblasters, the characters here with G-Man and Leviathan at the front. The Reavers are in Deep Strike because hopefully they can go down and start bullying this objective in a bit.
Sneaky boys.
Yeah. So it's a fairly typical Guilliman castle. Kind of just about as effective as normal. Obviously losing the reroll wounds is big, as we've already spoken about. But
scary Overwatch now.
There's a lot of scary Overwatch.
More than there used to be.
There's lots of stuff within 6 of each other, Tank. And I do have command points. So, Tank, you want to go first?
Yes, please.
I don't want you to go first.
It would be good if he seized on the Codex debut once it.
Yeah. Let's try and seize. Are you ready?
You don't have to seize if you don't want to.
I don't have to now. That's true.
Maybe not.
I'll have a think about it. I'm going to do it. Oh, it's cocked. It's cocked, everyone.
Not so close as well.
That was so cocky then as well. I can't be cocky again. On a 6? Oh, it's a 5. There we go. So left-handed shake.
Good luck, Mikey.
Good luck, Tank. And here we go. What's the minus of your shooting again?
The minus?
Yeah.
-2, but they ignore cover, so there's no point taking prepared position.
So I will not prepared position.
That's my only shooting, apart from the Pyrivore.
Who's over there?
You might want it for him.
Yeah. What range is it?
At least 8 inches.
Let's go into Tyranids turn 1. At the end of the Tyranid movement phase, the spores have appeared. So what they do is they deploy more than 12 inches away from enemy models, and then they get to move and stuff.
Yeah, they move 3 inches. You've got fly. So and then you obviously advance them, and because it's Kraken, you roll 3 dice and pick the highest.
Sure.
Because I'm jamming, I got a 6.
Of course
so
you
move
did.
9.
Yeah.
And then we use Metabolic Overdrive to move them again. Now the recent FAQ said you can't advance more than once in a phase.
Sure.
So they just moved another 3, but that was all I needed.
Which is perfect. So you move 12, so you're an inch away from the Leviathan and this unit of tactical squad. So basically what happens is, at the end of the charge phase, they blow up.
Yeah.
All of them. On a 1 they do nothing, on a 2 to 5 they do D3, and on a 6 they do D6 mortal wounds in the nearest unit.
Yeah, and I think they're a bit broken, and I think if Tyranids were sort of stronger as an overall faction, I think they'd be one of those things that every army would have for 150 points.
Yeah.
And they'd probably end up getting nerfed because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
But they've sort of gone under the radar a bit because no one plays Tyranids.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I've seen Ace Face use these ones before.
Yeah, I
but
learnt
that's
about them when James Mackenzie used them against me.
Yeah.
And killed all my aggressors, I think.
Well, there you go. But then these two G-Stealers have advanced over. What's he doing?
He's just riding the wave.
Riding the wave. So these two G-Stealers have advanced over. These G-Stealers advanced out of line of sight. As I said before, we are playing ITC Ruins.
These guys used opportunistic advanced stratagem to
double their advance.
So
they got an 8
they moved
rapid.
16.
Yeah, which is super good. So they're there. These guys are hiding behind there with all the 1 eye. The Swarm Lord is hiding just behind within 6 of the G-Stealers, and then these guys have just moved out a little bit. So that is the end of the movement phase. Let's go into the Psychic Phase. So the Brood Lord, who's hanging out behind the building, is going to start off with the Psychic Phase. Start off and finish.
Yeah, just 1 power. He's with an 18 of these. He's going to try and catalyst them so they get a feel no pain.
Cool.
He needs a 6, I think, so he doesn't get it.
Off. You re-rolling, or are you keeping that?
Yeah, we'll re-roll the 1.
Cool. So CP re-roll.
Yeah, so
very
we get
nice.
a 5 up feel no pain on these guys.
Cool, so that's the end of the Psychic Phase. I can't deny because I'm miles away, so let's go into the Shooting Phase.
Gonna roll straight in.
Shooting Phase, we're going to use the Hive Commander ability, and we're going to move these G-Stealers again with the Swarm Lord.
Basically, it's one of his abilities. The Swarm Lord tells the G-Stealers to run faster.
Cool, off you go.
Are
you going to advance as well?
They're going to advance because it doesn't affect them.
They'll get another 6.
And I'll... What will that put me? That'll put me on a
14.
14.
Cool, so move them.
I probably don't need any more.
So obviously, I didn't realise that Chief Librarian Tigerius' ability has changed. So it used to be in the start of the shooting phase, you chose a unit, became -1. Now it starts the battle round, choose a unit, it's -1 the entire battle round. So the Leviathan is -1. So we just did notice that has changed ever so slightly. So
when did it used to be start the shooting phase?
Start the shooting phase for just the shooting phase.
It's probably a bit of a nerf, isn't it? Because
you choose it earlier, but it's the entire battle round, so it's -1 to hit in combat.
Your opponent can like move. Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
But your opponent can kind of move around, do his movement, knowing what's going to be -1 now.
Yeah, exactly. Weird. Anyway, so the Leviathan's -1 to hit, as I apologise for the timing. So we have the Hive Guard to shoot. So what do they like to shoot, Tank?
They like to shoot. They might shoot the. Let's see if we're in range of the Hellblasters actually.
The Iron Range of the Hellblasters. That one.
They're gonna shoot the Hellblasters.
Well, that's rude. I did try to put them all in cover, but they kept falling off. So two of them are outside.
I ignore cover anyway.
Oh, that's cool. Don't mind then. Cool. So what's your BS?
BS3.
Cool.
And I reroll 1s because I'm Kronos.
Yes.
So 3
rerolling 1s. 3 rerolls. Only 1 miss so far. That's a lot of hits.
And these are strength 8.
Yeah.
So we'll be wounded on 2s.
Sure.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 8 at -2.
8 at -2. One more dice. So 8 5-ups. Oh, I made a good shout. I saved half of them. So it's D3 damage, is it?
Yeah.
So do you want to roll the first D3?
Yeah, so the first one is
kills 1.
Is a 1.
Second one kills 1, third one kills 1, fourth one doesn't kill 1. So 1, 2, 3. And that man with the finger, he's going to be on 1 wound.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the shooting phase?
I'm going to pay 2 CP to shoot these again.
Oh, okay. That's nasty. Didn't know they had that. So you're shooting the same unit, or are you splitting fire?
I'll shoot this Razorback.
This Razorback, cool. Go for it.
Oops.
I knew High Guard were good, but I've never actually played against them.
Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, the range can be a bit limiting for them. That's cocked.
Yeah. So all but one. And then 3 to wound.
Yeah. Not bad.
Is it 8 again?
1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8.
8 5 ups. Do you think I can be jammy again?
No. No.
I got 4. I was jammy again.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 5 wounds.
4. Did you roll 9 wounds or 8?
8.
Yeah, so I've made 4
sweet.
saves.
So I need
4d3.
I need to roll hot now.
You rolled pretty hard. 10 wounds. I think they actually have 10. I think they've got 10. I'll go double check. Indeed, only have 10 wounds. So jammy save, but then jammy damage.
Yeah.
So does he blow on a 6? He does not. So there you go. That is first strike tank. That is a Razorback destroyed.
Nice.
That was the end of the shooting phase. It is now the charge phase of the Tyranids. Dude, where would you like to start? And I may have some cheeky stuff to do.
So I will. I'll start by charging these Gene Stealers into these guys.
Just into these guys?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I can probably see these back ones, so I'll measure range and then we'll get some Overwatch ready. The Sergeant could see, and he threw a crack grenade, which is nothing. Frag grenade, sorry, not for a crack grenade. So charge range, it's very, very short, but off you. Do you want to roll it?
Oh, sorry. Get on camera.
So you get a nice 10.
So that's cocked.
Oh, go on then. A nice 10. So 10-inch charge from Gene Stealers coming up. Okay, so there they are. They have charged. Being a little bit nasty. These guys are very close because they do have the overrun strat. They might be able to chip into Cronus this turn, but they are probably going to be able to bubble up, if not absolutely destroy this unit. However, Tank, is there any more charges?
Yeah, I mean, I may as well.
10s.
It's just that the Ultramarines have got such horrendous Overwatch now, aren't they?
They might, maybe. I don't know. Don't know, mate. It's a new Codex. Never played it before.
These guys are going to chill.
No, just go on, charge. It's only a 46-inch charge.
You're going to get shot by a Leviathan and a Razorback though.
I mean, yeah.
They'll just all die. They're not charging.
Okay.
It's suicide.
So because Ultramarines have a 2CP stratagem where 2 units within 6 of a unit getting charged can Overwatch, this guy's within the Razorback and the Leviathan, so I would have paid 2CP and all 3 units would have Overwatch, which probably would have killed them.
Yeah.
Because these...
With rerolls from Guilliman too.
Yeah, so the tactical squad aren't rerolling, but the Leviathan and the Razorback are. Shame.
Yeah, because it'd probably, like, these guys would probably get like 5 or 6 hits each.
Yeah.
And these guys would probably get 5 or 6 hits.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense not to charge. I just wanted you to do it. Okay, so that is the end of the charge phase.
Should we do what would have happened?
Well, what we'll do, we'll roll it out and see what would happen and tell you how many we would have killed.
Yeah, so, I'd be interested.
But yeah, but then we'll do the rolling off here. So we're gonna hammer it out. So he did just map it out. Because I rolled so badly, he would have only lost 5 Gene Stealers.
Yeah, I still don't think it would have been worth it though.
Yeah, because of what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
So at the end of the charge phase, Tank.
Okay,
Talk to me.
End of the charge phase.
Tell me some nice things.
nice if you play bugs.
Yeah.
So these explode if there's an enemy unit within 3 inches. And on a 2 to a 5 they do D3 mortal wounds. On a 1 they do nothing. On a 6 they do D6.
Okay.
So we've got 1, 2,
I see
3,
how it is.
So we've got 5 on the Leviathan and 4 on the squad.
Cool.
So we'll do the squad first.
Yeah. So
keep the exciting one till the end.
The result on the squad. Ouch. Okay.
So there's a D6.
That's D6 mortal wounds. That's the unit dead.
That's the squad.
Okay, so that's that unit dead.
Yeah.
So then against Leviathan, you got 5. Same again. Oh.
So 2 do nothing.
Failed with 2
I'll
of them.
CP 1.
Okay. Makes sense.
Get another 1.
Okay, so that is 4d3 damage. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So that's going to be a d6.
That was that's your d3.
Oh yeah, sorry, I rolled no 6s, did I?
No.
I'm getting confused.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will spend 1 CP to Armour of Contempt.
Yeah.
Which I still have, which is one from the old book.
And these guys all float away now. Well,
yeah. So then 5+ to ignore the damage. So I ignore 3 of them, so I take 4 wounds, so I'm down to 10. But I do lose a tactical squad.
Not bad.
When it's my warlord, do I get that CP back? I do not, so I'm down to 10. I'm going to go with the Gene Stealer unit at the start of the fight phase. So we're just talking about some tactics here. So obviously tank has overrun, which he wants to overrun into Razorback. This model is just over, all of his Gene Stealers just over 3 of this unit, and you have to end closer to this one, right?
Yeah, to be able to overrun, you need to have no models within 3 inches of you when you finish fighting.
Yeah.
And then if you pay the command points, you can then move again.
Okay.
And then, but obviously then, because you've not declared the Razorbacks, you're not allowed within an inch of them.
Yeah.
But you can spend, it's costly, but you can use your free command points to fight again, just to nudge into
Which
them.
just lets you pile in and then consolidate.
Swing,
so you pile into him and then consolidate, but you can't actually hit them, which is fair. So basically what I've got to do is I've got to kill these first and try and survive with one. I don't think it's going to happen, but if I do, that'll shut down that whole tactic.
Yeah.
So let's go. What we're going to roll with first, Tank?
So in Gene Stealers, for every 4 you're allowed an Acid Maw, which is like a power sword.
Got Acid Maws in the green.
Because I'm over 10 guys, I've got 4 attacks per model.
Nice.
So I've got 16 dice here, which are just for the 4 power sword guys.
Cool. Could just do your whiffing now, mate, if that's alright. You coming around here?
It's a big ask for the Marines, to be honest. But, so we're hitting on freeze.
Yep.
Being annoying with my dice, sorry.
It's alright.
So I've not whiffed so far.
Not whiffed. And then the strength 4 or strength 5?
Strength 4, so I need 4s.
Okay. And it's -3.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Balls to wound. Okay, that's
1,
6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at -3.
7 -3?
Yeah.
Easy, mate. Easy, pal. You ready? 6 ups. I made 1.
Nice.
So 6 die. There's 6 in the unit, Tank. so we'll kill them, and you're going to spend all your CP?
We still had 40 ending clause to come.
I know.
Yeah, I'll spend
So
my CP. Just let me double check the cost.
Okay, so we'll just remove them, and then we'll do all the movement on camera. They have overrun. It is only 1 single CP, and lets you move and advance after killing a unit in combat, which is just horrific. So you're down to 6 CP, Tank.
Yeah, I'm now down to 3.
You're spending 3 CP to fight again.
I'm going to fight again because I didn't declare these as a charge.
Yeah.
So I couldn't, because they're outside 12 and they'd destroy me.
Yeah. So they're just going to pile, essentially just pile in.
They're going to pile him and not swing.
Yeah.
So
they get to pile in, which shuts down my Razorback, so they're stuck in combat now because they can't pull out. I mean, the Ultramarines tactics means I can pull out and shoot at -1, but I physically can't get out, so I'm trapped. So we're going to have to deal with that somehow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do my attacks off camera because it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably just round up the score. So there we go. The Razorbacks did nothing in combat. So Cronus shouting at them. Pretend Cronus. So that is the end of Tank's turn. He did score first strike. Quite a heavy blow to the Space Marines, losing 2 of the tactical squads and losing a Razorback, which is not good.
yeah, it was a good turn for me. I mean, you've got to give hugs of nids, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. It's literally because the thing is like this unit is like nigh on impenetrable this turn, but that unit is probably going to die.
Yeah.
So because it's just like they're just there, they're not doing anything.
I misplayed them a bit, to be fair.
So the Primaris Marines are leadership 10, so I don't think I can fail in morale because they are Ultramarines and the Primaris.
Yeah.
So they can't fail. But that's the end of your turn. So let's go into Ultramarines turn 1. Guys, I did. So Litany is actually done at the start of the battle round, which I've not done, so I'm just going to do them now. I'm going to try and make the Leviathan. I'm going to use Recitation of Focus, which is on a 3+ of Casius, which does go off. So he now adds 1 to hit with ranged weapons. So basically I can move and shoot, which is essentially what I'm going for. And then on Guilliman, I'm going to use Canticle of Hate, which does not go off. Well, that would have been +2 to charge and a 6-inch consolidation. So that's the Litany's done, so let's go into the movement phase. Of the Ultramarines movement phase. A little bit of shuffling has happened, not a lot sadly. It is a castle after all. I can't move half my army that's on the board currently. So all this is just shuffled. The Leviathan's moved within 8 inches of the Gene Stealers. These Space Marines have stood still because they can rapid fire their bolters at full range because of bolter discipline. So they can shoot into the Gene Stealers with the Leviathan, try and deal with that, along with the Razorback. G-Man, Chaplain Casius, and the Hellblasters have moved around. They're going to try and deal with these guys because they are a little bit frustrating, to say the least. I mean, Chaplain Casius is a chaplain. He's going to batter you in combat, mate.
He hates Tyranids, doesn't he?
He does hate Tyranids. He's literally got one dead on his base to remind you that he absolutely hates Tyranids.
He can deal with them.
Easy. He'll deal with them on his own. Guilliman's just going to watch. So that's it. That's the end of the movement phase. Let's go into the Psychic Phase. We've got some new shenanigans to show you. Start of the Psychic Phase. Ooh, ominous. We are going to use Storm of the Emperor's Wrath tank.
Sounds menacing, though.
It does. So it's warp charge 6. Tiggy now gets +1 to cast and he rerolls fails, or rerolls casts, which is good.
Beast.
Basically, I choose a unit within 18, which is probably going to be these Gene Stealers. Roll a dice for each one. On a 6, you take a mortal wound.
Oof.
So on a 6, well 5, which does go off on a 6 with +1. So 16 in that unit.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get 16. For the Emperor's Wrath, 18. There's 18. There's 16 in the unit. In the
Yeah, 16.
take 2. I've counted 18 out for some reason.
2 lucky ones out.
Try again. The Emperor's really, really angry. That's why. So on a 6.
How many?
2. A little bit of a whiff, but there you go. I was hoping for like 5. I'm gonna be like, yeah, 5 dead. Okay, and then guys, we're just gonna keep it simple. I could gain a command point. I could half the movement of this unit with Psychic Shackles, but I've got a feeling I'm probably going to delete that unit, or at least make it to a point where it's not going to be an issue. So I'm going to go for a cheeky smite with +1 against the Gene Stealers behind me, and I'm going to. I think I can reroll all casts.
I mean, that is
I've
smite
cast,
though, isn't it?
but I want a big smite.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you could get none or perils.
Yeah. I'm just going to double check. Reroll the result. I am going to just do it.
Watching perils now.
If I perils, then oh well. But I could get a big smite, and because I get +1 all the time now, rather than because I get +1, it's only enough 4+. So reroll. I do get the 11.
Oh.
It's paid off.
How many are we having?
D6 mortal wounds against the Gene Stealers. I'm going to CP it because I'm cheeky. It's 2. Do I get my CP back?
Still good though, eh?
I do get my CP back, so it's free.
Oh.
So there you go. 2 more Gene Stealers down. We are making a start.
Making a start.
Yeah. So 4 Gene Stealers dead. There's only 12 left. Let's go into the shooting phase. So the tactical squad will start with bolter discipline into the Gene Stealers. 10 shots because that's how many. 5 of them can reach. One of them is out range, and the one that's out range can't target anyone because they're all characters. So 3's to hit, re-rolling because of G-Man. 1 missed. And then 4's to wound, re-rolling 1s. Because I missed a Lieutenant G-Man. So that is 2, 4, 5 saves tank on the Gene Stealers.
Dice ready. So 5 up in Vulnerables.
Failed 4.
And 5 up Feel No Pain from Catalyst.
Sure. So I killed
so
2.
at least 2.
Cool.
So that was exactly what you wanted, wasn't
Exactly.
it?
So there's three Gene Stealers within range of the heavy flames from the Leviathan. So there's 1 that's in range now. So I'm going to go with the Leviathan next. So the Leviathan is going to put everything into those Gene Stealers. He obviously isn't suffering the minus to hit anymore because of recitation of focus.
I Feel No Pain won't like him.
No, but we do have 2 heavy flamers that are in range. So 6 shots. It's 3 to wound rolling 1s. So we have 4 wounds so far. So 4 5-ups, which we made 2 of, and then 5-up Catalyst. So 2 more dead. Guys, now we have the Leviathan hitting on 2s re-rolling. What I've just thought is, because of the way G-Man's wording is now, I could have re-rolled the 2s with the could have wanted anyway. But there we go. So 15 hits so far, 19 hits, and then it is 3s to wound re-rolling 1s. Oh, we'll pull out 2s. Or reroll that one. Well, I'll say that's a 2. Why not? So 4 rerolls. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 saves tank. We'll get that back in a second. 15 saves. So we've made 5.
Yeah.
So then what we're going to do, because the 2 damage, we'll roll it, and if there's any successful,
roll them again.
And then we'll re-roll them. So you've half made 3, so we need a 5 up on them. So 1
so
survives.
that many die. 9 dead.
9 dead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Cool, so there's 3 left in the unit.
3 of me.
He's back, he's going to go in there, he's going to save his hunter killer missile for now. So the assault cannon hitting on 4s, but I get to re-roll hit, so I can pull the 3, even though I know it's going to miss. And re-roll it. So 9 hits. And then 3s to wound. Oofed. So that is 6 wounds, Tank.
Yeah.
Should say that this is -3 and this guy's -2 because of Devastator Doctrine, but you have an inbun, so there you go. So 4, 5 ups. Kills 3.
Kills 3.
That is the unit. That is first strike, everybody.
Boom.
Okay, so I think that is probably going to be the end of my shooting phase because I have the Hellblasters and G-Man left to shoot, but he's a character, he's the only thing I can see other than the Gene Stealers which are in combat. So let's go into the charge phase. G-Man will charge into the Gene Stealers with a 5, so he's got a fairly decent move. So he's going to move to that one, like so. Chaplain Casius is going to charge with a 7. What a madman! He's well mad, isn't he? Look at him. I'm tempted to charge the tactical squad in as well, but you could interrupt and kill the tactical squad. But it's just extra attacks. I'm going to do it. I think it's worth it. I'm going to charge the tactical squad. So 5. I think we're all in there. We can just shuffle around there. So I'm going to go like that. Okay, so that's the end of the charge phase. Let's go into the fight phase. Guys, because of shock assault of the tactical marines, they just shoulder badge on the way in, I think.
Yeah.
There is 14 attacks from that unit of 6. So it's 3s to hit, re-roll in.
So they should have.
There we go. Menacing in combat. Re-rolling hits because of G-Man. Okay, I missed with 5 for him, but there you go. And then it's 4 to re-rolling 1s. Okay, that's a little bit of a whiff. Okay, so we got 4 wounds. No, 3 wounds. 3 5-ups.
3 dead.
3 Gene Stealers dead.
Well,
okay.
I'll keep track and we'll pull them off at the end because I'm not going to intervene.
You're not going to intervene?
I don't think it's worth it for what I could. Oh, actually, let me just have a quick think.
I'm going to say pull 3 and then we'll think.
Yeah.
Chaplain Casius, the Tyranid killer, is here with his 4 attacks with his oh god, I can't remember what it's called. Artificer Crosiums. So 4 attacks hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of G-Man. Strength 6. Rerolling 1s. So 3 wounds matey at -2. Obviously it doesn't matter.
2 die.
2 die. I'm probably going to be 2 near G-Man.
Yeah.
So 2 pull out there. Cassius will not pile in, so G-Man
In fact,
can.
no. Can we get the ones from the back corner, please?
These 2.
Yeah.
These.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes, please.
Okay, there you go. So then G-Man is going to pile in. Here he is. He's actually going to stay still so he's near those Razorbacks. So G-Man with... I actually don't know if he gets Angels of Death, so I'm going to double check. So G-Man, Guilliman, will attack with the Emperor's Sword with his 7 attacks. All hit. Wounded on 2s, re-rolling 1s, but looking for 6s. That's good, we've got 1. Re-roll. There we go, 3 6s all the way through, so 7 in ones.
Do you want to do the mortal wounds? Because they might just kill me.
Okay.
Straight up.
Well, roll the saves.
Okay, how many, sorry?
7, matey.
7. You might not get Steam
So
mortal
that's
wounds.
5. That is 5 dead. Plus
1
3.
left.
3d3 mortal wounds. There we go, 2, 4, 7 more dead.
They're evaporated.
They are evaporated. Fantastic. That is the end of the Ultramarines' turn. No consolidates from Guilliman. He will stand back, command the army, tell the Ultramarines exactly where they need to be at the right time. However, that is the end of my turn. So I get first strike, and I killed 2 units of Gene Stealers. I mean, that was quite scary having him there, but obviously he is an absolute monster.
Yeah.
So we'll always run through them. Chaplain Casius helping back. But so currently it's 1 point each. Because it's first strike. However, starting from battle round 2, we start scoring points. So at the start of your turn, do you hold any objectives, Tank?
Oh, is it the start of your turn?
Yeah.
I'll just hold 1.
Just the 1. So you score 1 point there. Obviously, I am not holding any either unless I get some horrific consolidates. So I'll probably only score 1 and start my turn 2 as well. So turn 2 for the Tyranids. Coming up, it's currently 2-1.
and Tigerius' abilities and change doctrine. So I am going to change to the tactical doctrine, which means that all of my rapid fire and assault weapons are now added onto their AP. Also, because I'm purely Ultramarines, if I move, I counter standing still whilst the tactical doctrine is active, which is very, very good, especially for things like Leviathans and Razorbacks.
If I just bring some rippers in.
Yeah, go for you, do that. Also, I have done my litanies of battle. I tried to use the combat one again, the Litany of Hate, I think it's called, or Canticle of Hate, sorry, on Guilliman, which I failed. But I've used Recitation of Focus on the Razorback. And then I changed doctrines and realised I stand still, so I don't actually need it. So there you go. So I've done that, which is completely pointless. But that was the start of the battle round stuff. So Tanks, your movement phase, you've been a bit more reserved this turn.
Yeah, well, basically I'm running out of models because the Ultramarines are so good at killing bugs.
Yeah, they've been doing it a long time.
Yeah, back from the Ultramar days.
Yeah, exactly.
The Hive Guard have stayed still.
Sure.
They're in quite a good position to sit there and shoot.
Yeah.
And they give you a bit of a dilemma because you want to come for my objective.
But I have to deal with that.
But they're
corner.
a bit of a pain if they keep chipping away.
Yeah, exactly.
The Pyrovars stayed babysitting the objective MVP. These guys are pushed out a bit, advanced, just thinking about your Reavers coming in at some point.
Sure.
Decided that these couldn't really do anything useful. If it wasn't for that new 3 units can Overwatch stratagem, I would have been tempted to ping them across.
Sure.
And try and hug something, but
there's a lot in 6 there, so
yeah, I maybe would have sent them in after Guilliman, but if I lose like maybe 7 on the charge, it's just not worth it anymore.
Sure.
So yeah, they've just decided to. I'm running out of models, so I'm waiting for later in the game.
Yeah, exactly. I think what's happening here is I'm not spending CP because I've still got 10 at the minute, but you're so, let's say, scared of the stratagems that are available.
Yeah.
It's slowing your army down.
Defensive stratagems are brilliant. Old One Eye's moved up just to give you something to think about.
Sure. And some Ripper Swarms have deep struck with him.
The Rippers have come in just to protect both him and him with a character rule.
Sure.
Shooting.
Makes sense. Cool, man. So that's the end of the movement phase?
Yeah.
That's everything? Okay, so let's go into the Psychic Phase. Psychic Phase, we're going to go with the Swarm Lord.
Yeah, he's just going to try and cast Feel No Pain on himself.
Catalyst.
So
just go off in a 10. I am out of denial range, so that is the end of the Psychic Phase. So let's go into the Shooting Phase. The Leviathan is -1 to hit again, so the Hive Guard are going to shoot into this Razorback, see if they can jam me and kill him with 1 shot again.
So reroll 1s for Cronus.
Sure.
Not as jammy so far.
Okay, so then it's 3s to wounds because it's got the 7. Okay, well,
not terrible. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 less than last time.
7 wounds. So 7 5-up saves. I've made 1. So that is 6 D3 wounds. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Exactly right.
Exactly right once again. So does he blow? He does not. That is a Razorback destroyed. Well done. Is that the end of the shooting phase?
I'm going to shoot them again.
Okay.
I'll use 1 CP.
Makes sense.
2 CP, sorry.
Down to 1.
Although he's -1 to hit, I'm going to try and chip a bit more off the Leviathan.
Cool. Go for it. So 8 shots hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s.
So 4s rerolling 1s. So the cocker, it's a 1 anyway.
There's a cock there. So roll that one separately because you might be able to reroll 1s.
Oh yeah, so this is the cock one.
And then you reroll 1s.
That's why.
Very nice.
That's why Mikey's the best Space Marine player in the country. Tips like that. That was a good roll.
Yeah, not bad that.
I need 4s.
4s to wound, yeah.
Because he's tough. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 wounds?
5.
5 wounds. So 5 4-up invulnerables. I'm going to spend a CP. I should have done it at the start when you're targeting, but to show it off. And I'm going to double check what it's called. Missed the timing, but Tank said it's okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
So it's 1 CP. Do I get it back? Nope, so I'm down to 9. So it is called Duty Eternal. So now, for the rest of the phase, if anyone targets him, all damage is half rounding up.
Not good.
So 4 plus invulnerables, it was 5 wounds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So 3 do go through. So I'm going to CP 1 to keep him alive, which passes. Do I get it back? I do. So 2d3 tank, but it's half rounded up.
So I need 3s really, don't I?
Yeah. So it's 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Cool. Cheeky that one.
Very cheeky.
Makes Dreadnoughts just that little bit tougher. Okay, so that's the end of the shooting phase actually now, isn't it?
Yep, my Pyrovar's still out of range.
Any charges this turn?
No.
No? Okay, so that is the end of Tank's turn. So he's currently 2-1. At the start of my turn I score 2 points, but I have to deal with that Malanthrope or Tank will score 2 points there. So with that, that's the end of Tyranids.
Yep.
Well done. So Ultramarines turn 2 coming up. Phase is complete. Me and Tank were just talking. We were just saying that like both of us feel like we've got not a lot left. But
It's been a bloodbath, hasn't it?
But if either of us mess up, then that's game.
There's going to be a tipping point soon, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
It's been a great game, whatever happens.
So the Razorbacks have made the advance. As I said, we are in Tactical Doctrine now, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference this turn. It just means I can get into Assault Doctrine next. Exactly. So the Razorback with Cronus in and the Tactical Squad can see the Ripper Swarms, which means I can start killing those. If I do, then I can start targeting characters like the Malanthrope and stuff like that. Guilliman is over. He can make a charge along with Chaplain Casius into Old One Eye. The Leviathan has moved over here. However, he currently doesn't have any targets. So what my plan is Tiggy and the Hellblast is going to hold this objective, and then the Leviathan is going to sit over there, pop smoke and try and survive for as long as possible, and then move over and try and deal with the Hive Guard because they do need to be killed. So then, as I said, the Razorback's going to try and kill the Ripper Swarms. The other Razorback's moved over. He can reach the Malanthrope, but he's a character, so I do need to kill him first. However, we have Deep Struck with the Reaver Squad. I never used these guys before, so it should be interesting. They've Deep Struck 9 away from the Ripper Swarm, so if I can try and start putting pressure on this objective, Tank might have to start questioning where his Gene Stealers go next turn.
Unless this Pyrovar comes out and messes them up.
Well, maybe. So that is the end of the movement phase. Let's go into the Psychic Phase. It is the Psychic Phase. Chief Librarian, kind of Primaris Tigerius, is going to cast Scryer's Gaze on a 5, which goes off. So now I can gain a command point, or if I don't gain a command point, one model within 18 can reroll a hit, wound, or damage roll, which I think I'm going to save. So I'll do that. That's the end of the Psychic Phase. Let's go into shooting. So we will start with Sergeant Cronus and his buddies. So I've got the Storm Bolter, which is going to go into the Ripper Swarms along with the Heavy Bolter, and then I'm going to put the Hunter Killer into the Swarm Lord because the other thing I can shoot with it. So I'll go, because of the Tactical Doctrine, account was not moving, so I'm hitting on 2s.
Really good.
So Storm Bolter first, 2s you roll in. So all hit. And then your toughness 3, so 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. So that is 4 6-up saves. We're going to say that Tank's in cover.
5 ups. If it's a Storm Bolter.
It's -1 mate because of Tactical Doctrine.
Yeah.
So it's 6 ups.
There you
So
go.
4 wounds.
So that's a base and 1 takes a wound.
Cool. So you have 4 wounds left in the unit.
6
5. 5 wounds. So
Yeah.
I've got 6 shots with the Heavy Bolter. I need to get good with this. So 2s to hit, reroll in. 5 hits. Oof. That's not good. Okay. Then it's 3s to wound. It's not 2s. Oh, we can't do it. No chance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reroll these and I'm going to spend a CP.
They're like nerdlings.
Yeah. And I'm going to spend a CP. I don't do it. So it's 2 wounds, Tank at -1. Which? 2 more wounds.
So
Do I get my CP back?
another
Which I
base.
do. Yeah, I've got another CP. Did I get? I don't think. I think I've already had 1 back this turn, so I'll just drop 1. Damn, so there's 1 base alive. How rude. How rude, which means most of my shooting is now wasted. I do have the Hunter Killer. I do have the Hunter Killer that's hitting on 2s. Hits. Wounds on 3s. Does wound at -2, so it's
Dare you.
4 plus invuln. Which he passes. Fair enough.
Swarmy.
Okay, so I'm going to check what else I can shoot. I'm going to pop smoke with the Leviathan because he doesn't have any targets. I'm going to see if these can shoot anyone on this. So the assault troops, the Reavers, will shoot 5 heavy bolt pistols into the Ripper squad. So 3's to hit. All hit.
Badasses, these guys.
4's strength 4, so 3's to wound. So that is 4 wounds at -1 tank. You want to cover?
No save.
So 4 wounds.
So we kill a base.
Yep.
And 1 takes wound.
Cool. So that is the shooting phase done. I think I've got 1 hunter killer from the assault cannon, so I think I'm going to do that. So 1 hunter killer from the Razorback, hitting on 3s re-rolling. Hits. Wounds on the Swarmlord.
Okay.
Which he fails because he's a 4. It's D6.
I've got feel no pain.
Okay. Okay. I have already used a CP, so here we go. 6 wounds. Ooh. Cheeky 6 wounds from the hunter killer.
Come on,
Karma's coming back for not killing the Rippers. Karma is back. 5 damage.
How many? Oh yeah, 5 damage.
5 damage.
Sorry, Swarmy.
There we go. So he's taking 5. So that is the end of the shooting phase. So I said he's pop smoke. Tiggy and these guys can't reach anyone. This guy can't target anyone. This guy's already shot, and these guys can't see anyone. So let's go into the charge phase. It is now the charge phase. I need to make up for the lack of shooting. Guilliman will charge first because he's probably the most important one. He's going to charge Old One Eye and the Ripper Swarm. We've measured it up. It's a 9-inch charge, so I need 8 on the dice because Guilliman gets +1. Well, everyone within 12 gets +1. I get an 11, which becomes a 12. There is a 12-inch charge there, so let's move him around. Chaplain Casius will charge through into the wall. It's a 6-inch charge, but I get +1 because of G-Man, which I fail.
It's not. I mean, you're a 12-inch charge, so
yeah,
swings and
which I fail. Do I re-roll? Because I can re-roll this for a 4+ to get him into combat. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do it. Yeah, why not?
Cool. Unless you want to save it for the Razorback.
Nah. 4+. Which I don't, so Cassius has failed. The Razorback has a 12-inch charge into the Malin throat, purely because I want to stop him scoring 2 points at the start of the turn. So I'll give it a go. 6 and a 2. Okay. What I probably should have done is save the next one for the Reavers, but there you go. Reavers have a 9-inch charge into the Ripper Swarms, which I failed because I've rolled a 1. So Reavers are stuck there, no pressure on this turn, so let's just go straight with G-Man.
Yeah.
Guilliman has piled in. He's going to put 1 attack into the Ripper Swarm and then the rest into Old One Eye. So 1 attack into Ripper Swarm. Cocked on my tape measure. 1 hit. 2s. That's him dead, plus D3 mortal wounds. Takes 4 damage.
Who's this? Sorry,
oh, that's on the Swarm. On the Ripper Swarm.
Oh, right. Sorry,
yeah. Just wanted to get rid of him, that's all. Because can they hold objectives, those guys?
Yeah, the troops.
The troops, yeah. So get rid of those guys. So 6 attacks into Old One Eye. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling. All hit. Toughness 7? Toughness 6?
Toughness 7, yeah.
Okay, so 3s to wound with the sword. Re-rolling 1s. And I might CP that one as well. So I'll CP. So that is 4 wounds, -4 and 3 damage each.
Straight through, so he's just dead.
Okay, so that, does he have death throws?
I'm just going to find out for you, mate.
So we'll find out in a second.
He does have death throws.
Okay.
I'm seeing if I've got a fight when I die, but I think I have, but I've not got enough CB.
Alright, we'll go and have a look and we'll be back in a second. So he does death throw, so on a 6 he'll do D3 mortal wounds. He does not. So that is Old One Eye destroyed. Sadly. So Guilliman will pile in towards the Malin throat 3 inches. I mean, he's there to get shot now, but there you go. We'll see what happens. That is the end of my turn, Tank. Because I said with charge. Guilliman's right in the middle. It kind of means that all the rest of my army can charge forwards and catch up to him. But there we go. It is currently 2-2. At the start of your turn 3, you are going to score 3 points. So that makes it 5-2. Let's go into Tyranids turn 3. is the end of the movement phase for the Tyranids. Another defensive play by Tank. The Gene Stealers have hugged this wall just an inch away, so I can't charge through. The Malanthrope has advanced over because he doesn't need to hold this objective because he's already held it this turn, and obviously when I come up I'm probably going to take that away this turn. The Rippers have run away. The Pyrovores come out to maybe shoot a flamer. Is it still 8 inches?
It's further. It's 10.
Is it 10? 10 inches. Wow. So you might be able to shoot them this turn. The Swarmlords come over again, hiding behind the wall.
Yeah, he can shoot.
Yeah, and then the Broodlord is shuffled a little bit so you can see the Leviathan for smite, but then that's it. So is that everything?
Yeah, we'll go into Psychic Phase.
So Psychic Phase is coming up next. Psychic Phase, Tank, where would you like to start? We have the Broodlord and the Swarmlord.
We'll do the Broodlord.
Okay.
He's going to try and smite this guy.
Okay. So on a 5, I am out of deny range. Goes off on a 10.
10 and does 3.
3, so I will spend 1 CP for Armour of Contempt.
Should have done that before you saw them. Oh no,
it's when I take a wound.
Yeah.
So do I ignore any? So on a 5+. So ignore 2, so I take 1. Just
and then
dropped
we'll
a bracket.
do, is it Psychic Scream?
Psychic Scream, yeah.
Scream goes off.
Yeah.
And does a 1.
1, so 5+, which I ignore.
Oh, you
So I take 1 wound. But I have just dropped a bracket though.
Oh,
so
sweet.
it does make a big difference.
Swarmy will just do Feel No Pain on himself.
Cool.
Which, let me check.
Might not go for a 5.
I think it might be a 6.
Okay, so if not, it's the shooting phase. Guys, we are going into the shooting phase. Catalyst did not go off, so the Hive Guard are going to shoot into a Razorback. Which one would you like to shoot?
I'll shoot, because Cronus doesn't degrade, am I right in saying that? I'll shoot the back one.
I'm not 100% sure. I imagine it might do, because it's a normal Razorback. It makes it 2 plus BS. So
Yeah.
it hits on 2s, but his movement will degrade.
Oh, does his ballistic skill not degrade?
I don't think so, no.
In that case, we'll shoot the back one that does degrade.
What I'll do is I'll double check and we'll probably end up shooting the back one.
Yeah.
So we are going to the back Razorback because he has a 2 plus BS even if he's suffered damage. So into the Razorback.
So 3's rerolling 1s.
So 1 reroll. Very good. And then 3's to wound again. It looks like 8 hits there. Is it 8 wounds? It's 7 wounds.
7. They're quite consistent, these boys, aren't
Very, very consistent. Very good unit. So 7, 5 up saves. I've made 2, so it's 5d3 tank. Need an average of 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 damage, so he is on 1 wound. Very good. Is that the end of the shooting phase, or do you have some tricks?
We've got the
You've got the Pyrovore.
Pete the Pyrovore.
Okay, so how's his flame work?
He's got D6 shots.
Okay. That's 6 hits.
The auto hit, obviously.
Is it damage 1 or damage 2?
Damage 1.
Oh, thank God.
And it's strength 5.
Okay, so 3's to wound. That is 3 wounds.
So 3 at -1.
-1, so 4 plus saves. I lose 1.5 reavers. Yeah. So I'll put a wound on this
Go on
one.
the Pyrovore.
Yeah. So that's the end of the shooting phase.
That might be the first time anyone's ever used the Pyrovore in 8th edition.
Yeah, and killed something with it. Okay, so that's the end of the shooting phase?
Yep, I've got no charges.
Okay, so that is the end of your turn. Start of my turn, I do score 1 point for that, for holding that. So it's currently 5-3. Let's go into Ultramarines movement phase. So guys, end of the movement phase for the Ultramarines turn 3. The tactical squad that was inside with Cronus has jumped out to hold the objective now, along with Guilliman, and then the other tactical squad has moved into this building. I was just saying to Tank, the players here, currently I've got the Leviathan and Tigerius up here, so they deal with the Hive Guard, so they stop raining fire on me in a few turns because they did advance. I've essentially got to rely on the Reaver squad to try and deal with this objective, so you have to kind of turn around hopefully.
Yeah.
If not, then I'm just going to get swarmed here and we'll have to see what happens. Tank is starting to run away with points. It's currently 5-4, did we say? 5-3. Yeah, 5-3. So, again, the Reaver squad have moved over here so they can shoot the Ripper Swans and then hopefully charge the Pyrovore. However, that is the end of the movement phase. This guy's advanced backwards, holding it with the Plasma Hellbusters. That is the end of the movement phase. So let's go into the Psychic phase. Advanced, they currently can't see any units that are eligible target, so he's just going to cast Scry's Gaze to gain a command point. Which I do. I'm back up to 6. That's the end of that. Let's go into the very minimal shooting phase. So the Reaver squad, I'm going to spend 1 CP So we do Scions of Guilliman, so now I re-roll ones to hit. And I'm going to shoot into the Ripper Swarm. So it's 3 to hit, re-rolling ones. Well, I rolled 2 ones, so it was worth it. That's 3 hits. And then it's 3 to wound. So that's 3 wounds, tank at -1.
So they'll just get a 6
up, sure. So that is 3 dead, 1 guy and 1 wound. Okay, I think that is the end of the shooting phase, because the other thing I can see is the Malanthrope, and obviously because we're playing blocked on SI I can't see anyone else. So the Malanthrope is a character, so let's go into the charge phase. Again, I didn't shoot the shot grenades, which I probably should have, but I needed to kill the Ripper Swarms because he's obsec holding that objective. But we're going to go into the charge phase now. The Reaver squad is going to charge the Ripper Swarm and the Pyrovore. Would you like to Overwatch, Tank?
Yes, please.
So D6.
It's a 5.
That's 5 hits. 1 is on 1 wound already.
4 wounds at -1.
4 wounds, so 4 4-ups. A failed 2, so 1 dies. And then 1's on 1 wound. Let's say this back with this one here. So charge range into both units is an 8, so let's move them in. Using 2 stratagems at the start of the phase. So I'm using Gene Raw Might on the Reavers. So it's choose a Primaris infantry unit. Till the end of the phase, when making an attack with a melee weapon on a 6 to hit, I automatically wound. Just kind of nullifies some of the whiffing I've been having. And also using Sons of Guilliman again to the reroll ones to hit. Do I get any back? I don't get any back, so I'm down to 3 CP. So they are going to fight now. So the Sergeant is in combat with the Ripper Swarm, because that's the way I've piled them in, and then 2 of them in with the Pyrovore. So Sergeant gets 5 attacks, Tank. Oof. So it's 3 to hit with his combat knife. Because he has 3 base, plus 1 for his knife, and then shock assault. So 3 base, 3 to hit, rerolling 1s. So because I rolled a 6 to hit, I've wounded. Would you like to make a save? Because he only has 1 wound.
Is this
on the Ripper Swarm, yeah. And it's -1.
Oh, he's just dead.
He's dead, there we go. Cool.
He didn't even get a save.
He didn't even get a save. So then we have 8 attacks with the unit, because again they have 2 attacks base, plus 1 for the knife, plus 1 for charging. So 3 to hit, rerolling 1s. So that is 3 wounds so far. I'll roll the wounds in. Strength 4, toughness
5.
So 5 to wound.
Hang on. No, 4, sorry.
So I've made 5 wounds in total.
Yeah. So
-1.
he has got a 4-up save, which becomes a 5-up.
Cool.
So he takes 3 wounds.
Okay.
And if any of these are 6s, you take a mortal wound.
Very nice.
So you
So I take a mortal wound, so the guy in the middle is now dead, because he's already taken a wound already.
No.
2 have consolidated now, so they are both in combat with the Pyrovore currently. So would you like to fight back?
Yes, please. 4s. No.
Amazing. So that is it. So that's the end of the fight phase. So I'm currently holding that objective because you aren't OBSEC. Or are you OBSEC?
I'm not OBSEC.
Okay. So I've got like a choice now, because he can pull out and then everyone kills me. So I think I'm going to spend 3 CP on this brand new stratagem tank. It's called Honour the Chapter. You might have never seen it before. At the end of the fight phase I get to fight again.
Sweet.
Do I get any back? I do, so I'm on 1. I've already gained 1 from Scribe's gain this turn, so I'm out of CP. So I get to fight again. So I have 5 attacks from the Sergeant. So 3 to 2 rerolling 1s.
Oof.
That's 3 wounds. I'll roll to wound.
What about and do your other dude as well?
Yeah, so 3 wounds so far, and then 4 from the other guy.
Oof.
3 hits.
They're angry, these dudes.
They don't like him. That's 4 wounds in total, Tank.
So
-1.
5-up saves.
3. So it takes. I wonder whether it's mortal wound. I imagine it's only 1 because you take.
It says each time this model loses a wound, but he's only got 1 to lose.
Yeah, so on a 6 I'd take a mortal wound,
no,
which I do not.
Sorry, Guilliman.
So that is the Pyrovore destroyed.
And on a 4-up he blows up.
Okay.
So he blows up and does 1 mortal wound.
Okay, so I take another wound on the non-sergeant one, and then I'll consolidate into the building, closer to the Swarm Lord, I guess.
I'll let you do that.
That's alright. It's just so I can hide, that's all. I completely forgot that the pistols are -1, but the combat blades aren't. So the Ripper Swarm failed this save. They should be -1. We're going to play them as they should be. Yeah. No, not really.
They still would have died.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been any different.
No. So that is the end of my turn. So again, it's currently 5-3. But at the start of your turn, you don't score any points.
Yeah.
At the start of your battle round. So start of the battle round, I'll choose the Leviathan to be -1. I'll also do my litanies while I remember. I'll give Guilliman +2 charge on a 3+, which fails again. And then I'll give this unit reroll hits in combat, which does go off. So these guys are rerolling hits in combat. That's the end of that. So let's go into Tank's turn 4.
Sweet.
That is the end of the movement phase. It's long bomb now. It's all or nothing.
It's Hail Mary time. It's turn 4.
It is turn 4.
Gene Stealers are going to try and run from here onto that objective.
Onto this objective. So basically, the conga line, they're still within 6 of the Swarm Lord. The advancer moved, was it 14?
I used my last command point on opportunistic advance.
Yes, you moved 20 in total, didn't you?
And I got a 6 on one of my free advance dice. So they've moved 20 inches.
Yeah, so basically they're going to run out here. The Swarm Lord's going to make a move again, and then they'll be able to charge.
Yeah.
Which is going to be very nasty. So get ready to Overwatch, boys. The Hellblasters haven't shot all game. Maybe this will be the time to kill something.
I mean, I'm going to maybe kill one of the things on there with the Hive Guard.
Exactly, we do have the shooting phase, obviously. So they've done that. The Swarm Lord's gone after the Reavers. The Malinthrope's advanced down, out of the way. And then the Broodlord has run away, so I'm out of denial range. Cheeky swine. Yeah. So that's the end of this movement phase. Let's go into the Psychic phase. It's a Psychic phase. We'll start with the Broodlord.
So you'll smite here.
Okay. Which goes off. I can't do anything about it. Take 1 wound, down to 6.
And then he'll do the
Scream.
Psychic Scream as well.
Which goes off.
And does
3 more wounds, down to 3. I'm in my lowest bracket. Might have been a bad play for running the Leviathan that way. Okay.
So he's going to do the 5 up Feel No Pain on the Gene Stealers.
Okay.
Which doesn't go off
it's
again.
On 6. Yeah.
And there's we've had a good look, and he can't quite
see the
these
Reavers.
guys, so he can't smite or anything.
Yeah, because of we're blocking the windows.
Yeah.
Okay, that's in the Psychic phase. Start shooting phase. You're going to move these.
Yeah. So we're going to use the Hive Commander ability.
Yeah.
So move and advance them. I can't double my advance again because I'm out of command points.
So there's a 6.
We've
So we're
got
moving
6.
14 inches. So let's move it. Nice. Start shooting phase. The Gene Stealers have moved over. Tanks got a little bit of shooting still. He's still got the Hive Guard. What would they like to do?
They would like to shoot 2 Hive Guard into these guys.
Sure.
And the other 4 into the Leviathan.
Okay, so the Leviathan is still -1 to hit because of Tigerius. That's what they're kind of running together for. So which one would you like to roll first?
So I'll shoot the 2 guys shooting at the Hellblasters. So it's 3's rerolling 1s.
So all hit.
Wounding on 2s.
3 wounds.
So 3 at -2.
3 5 up saves. I made 2, so it's D3. The first 2D3. The first one will kill one.
The guy.
And then the second one leaves you on 1 wound. There we go. So the Hellblasters, which I was still complaining they're too expensive, currently shot nothing, and there's 1 wound left.
Then 4 guys into there, we said, didn't we?
Yeah.
So 3 4s rerolling 1s.
Okay. So it didn't make a difference so
Good
far.
roll so far.
It made a difference on 1 dice. Then
wounding on
4's to
4s.
wound.
Oof.
5 wounds.
5 wounds at -2.
So 4 plus. I failed 2 of them, so 2d3. That's 2 wounds. Tank is down to 1.
God damn it.
I know. Absolutely horrific. Okay, so that's the end of the shooting phase. I think that Leviathan's made a big mistake going that way. So that's the end of the shooting phase.
Yes.
It's time for charging. Okay, so we're going to start with the Swarm Lord. So it's 6-inch charge to Reavers because he's got to go around the building. If he fails this though, I'll be getting 3 points. It's passed. I saw your heart stop a little bit then when you...
When it shows it's a good game, doesn't it?
Yeah, so 11-inch charge right in. I imagine those Reavers are probably dead now, but...
You'd hope so.
Yeah. Any more charges? Is that it? Straight into the fight phase, Tank?
I'd love to,
He'd love to charge these Gene
charge my
Stealers.
Gene Stealers.
Who would you like to charge, mate?
Well, since... you've not got command points for people to join in, have you?
I haven't, mate, no. Don't just charge the Hellblaster. Don't do it to me, dude.
It's just it's a longer charge. It's like a 50-50 shot, so
it's like 8-inch charge.
I'm going to have to charge him. So I'll just charge the Razorback.
Okie dokie. So we have the Stormbolter hitting on 6s, which miss. And then the Assault Cannons, who I need to do a lot of work right now. 6s to hit. It's 1 hit. 3 to wound. Wounds!
Dead one.
Yeah! Oh, it's going off the back, is it? Okay.
Damn straight.
So the charge is what? I think a double 1 might fail.
This is a big roll, this.
If you roll a double 1 now, Tank. He didn't. He rolled at least a 3. So, an 8-inch charge. I think you're happily in there, dude. So, let's move them in and go into the fight phase. Gene Stealers have piled in first. They're going to go for the Wrap and Trap.
Yeah.
So you're going to be attacking the Razorback first?
Yeah, so we'll do the guy who's got the acid more first. He's 4 attacks. So he hits on 3s, wounds on 5s. So
1 wound.
1 at -3.
1 at -3 on the Razorback. Cocked.
Good.
Failed. Does he blow up? I hope he does.
I hope he doesn't.
I really hope he does. This is like game-changing roll now.
Yeah, it is. It's big.
Reason being, what's going to happen is
I'm out in the open.
the Gene Stealers are going to wrap this plasma guy. So if that happens, I can't shoot them, which means at the start of Tank's next turn, he'll kill this guy and then he'll be on my objective for 3 points. If I blow up, you're out in the open, I get to shoot.
I'm just all dead.
No pressure, right?
No.
Just need to roll a 6.
13% chance.
13% chance.
Never tell you the odds, eh?
I'll take it. Ah! Damn it! Okay, so the Razorback is destroyed. And now those guys get to move 3 inches.
So this guy
Wanna
will
watch it happen, guys?
come around here. That guy will consolidate there. He'll go there to finish the tri-point. So basically he can... he gets to swing back, of course.
Yeah.
And then these guys all just...
And there he is, there's the trap. So now they have holding my objective. I do get to fight, I do have 4 attacks because of shock assault.
3 attacks.
4
the sergeant, isn't he?
Yeah, so 4 attacks back. Hitting on 3s. Wounded on 4s. So 2 wounds, matey.
5 up in bones. 1 dies.
Which is going to be that one.
Yeah, I guess so.
There we go. Cool. So now I'm trapped in combat. I can't shoot.
Does this mission have line breaker too?
It does have line breaking, yes, matey. That's the end of your turn.
I'd like to swing my Swarm Lord.
Oh yeah, cool. Sorry, I forgot about that. That was a genuine forget, not a let's pretend to forget. So the Swarm Lord gets to fight the 2 Reavers. He does have a lot of combat attacks in combat. So we'll just find out what he does, and we'll be back in a second. The Swarm Lord will fight now. So he has 6 attacks in combat, hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
All hit.
He's wounded on 2s because he's strength 8.
All wound. It's minus.
-3 for flat 3 damage.
Okay, so 6 ups, easy.
And he's got a tail as well, I think. I don't think we'll need a tail.
You definitely need the tail. That is 6 Reavers dead.
Sweet.
There's only 2. So that's those guys dead. That is the end of that turn.
He's
They get to consolidate 3. So a nasty play by Tank. This is like all or nothing. If I fail to kill all this now, then that is probably game. Probably won't be able to score enough points because I'm not going to be able to get over there now because I've got nothing there. However, at the start of my turn I do score 2 points, so the score is currently 5-5. Let's go into Ultramarines turn 4. End of the movement phase. It's all or nothing. This is the massive counter to Tank's massive, pretty good play, to be honest. Leviathan's moved up there with 1 wound. He can't target anyone. He can't come around here and shoot, so I'm just going to charge him in and hopefully I can stop him shooting. The tactical squads have strung out and moved over. I need to kill this unit. I need to do as much damage as possible. Chaplain Casius is coming over. He needs to get in combat and deal with those guys. Guilliman has advanced. He got rolled a 6. He moves 7 inches with the advance. He gets +1. Plus his 8-inch move 15. He's coming around here. I need to put pressure on that objective whilst also dealing with this one. I could have sent Guilliman this way, but he won't be able to charge his turn. So I've sent him that way with an advance. Deal with the Swarm Lord, get 3 points. That is the plan. We're doing it for Ultramar. We're doing it for the victory of the Space Marines.
It's brilliant, this game.
Psychic Phase coming up. Chief Librarian Tigerius, it is all or nothing. We need the Emperor's Wrath right now, so we'll call in the storm against the Gene Stealers. It does go off on a 9. So it is where I roll the dice for every model in the unit. On a 6 you take a mortal wound, so we'll be back in a second. On a 6+, a Gene Stealer will die for every single one. I killed 2. That's a good start. We all like to be cocked now. So 2 Gene Stealers destroyed.
So I'll keep track. There's 2 died.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go for a smite. We just need to put as much damage on here as possible. It doesn't go off, so I'm going to re-roll. I do get a re-roll. I'm looking for a 10. I'll roll it here. No, don't get it. So it goes off on a 9. So D3 mortal wounds. Kills 3. 3 more dead. That's 5 removed. Stop here. That's a big charge, that. So shooting phase is going to be very short again. So I'll just shoot the pistol from the... We're just saying he's modelled with the plasma pistol, but I haven't paid for it. What I could have done is overcharged and tried to kill him. Then I could have shot them, but never mind. So I'll just shoot my bolt pistol.
Oh, that, yeah.
From that guy. No, hits. Force to wound. 1 wound, matey. Kills another one. 1 more destroyed. I think this is the only play I've got. So let's go into the charge phase. It's time for charge. The Leviathan is going to charge those Hive Guard.
12 shots.
Hitting on 6s now. Oh, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord for that one.
Reroll 1s for Kraken. Kronos. Oh.
Charge range. 5, which I'm just going to be into the wall. So buff to there. You could kill me in combat though, to be fair. I don't really have 1 wound. Chief Librarian Tigerius will charge into the G-Stealers with an 8. So he's going to charge down to here. Chaplain Casius will charge with a 4. That's a fail. These guys have the Litany of Focus, so they can reroll hits in combat. I need them to get in. They're in with a 10. They're in with a 10.
I think the G-Stealers are going to die.
So I'll charge these in, but then I'm going to roll the. I'll roll the charge for these guys as well. 6 plus. 6 plus. 6. They are in combat. So we'll be back in a second. We're going this unit first. I realise that Litany of Hate is all units within 6 can reroll hits in combat, so it's both these tactical squads. So we've got the first unit hitting on 3s rerolling. 1 missed. And then Force to wound. Oof, that is a good roll.
Oof.
That is a really good roll. 3, 6, 9 saves, matey. 9 5-ups.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead.
5 dead so far. Where are we going to take them from? I've attacked with this unit.
I guess I've got to leave 1 on the objective.
Yes.
So yeah, may as well just take them from the back. I mean, they're going to get cleaned out.
5, that's those dead, so there's 3 left. So then I'm going to go with this tactical squad, so I'm going to pile those in combat because I had the way tanks pull them away. So I've got 8 attacks, going to get 2 each because they've charged. 3s to hit re-rolling because of Cassius. 1 miss, and then Force to wound. Only 3 wounds though. I mean, there is 3 left. There's now 2 left.
Less.
Does it matter which?
No, take it. It doesn't matter now.
Okay. So then the Primaris Hellblaster will fight, so he only has 3 attacks now because he's not charged his turn. So 3 hits, 1 wound.
1 dies.
He fails, so which one would you like to kill?
I
have
guess
Tigerius, so he's just
this guy.
So he's just going to pile into there and fight. So I'm going to check. He's probably got more attacks now because he's Primaris, so I'll be back in a second. Librarian Tigerius has 4 attacks base, so 5 on the charge, hitting on 3s. He's strength 7, so wounded on 3s. So 2 wounds matey at -2 and D3 damage.
Oh, no, he's dead.
So he would have taken 5 wounds. So then he'll pile in to there. We've got rid of the Gene Stealer threat. The Primaris Hellblaster killed a single Gene Stealer. That's all he's done all game.
Swinging with
the Leviathan, so he has 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. Wounded on toughness 4 or 5?
5.
So 1 wound.
So it'd be a.
There we go.
1 with
Did
a wound. They've got 3 each.
Yeah.
Then it'll be a whiffy combat, but you never know. He's got 1 wound.
He is -1 to hit though.
8, 9, 10, 12. So they normally hit on 4s, which becomes 5s.
Sure. Because of Tigerius at the start of the battle round.
1, 2,
3 hits.
Wounded on 6s. No.
Didn't wound. Okay. That's good. That is exactly what I needed. So they're now stuck in combat, so they can't pull out and shoot, can they?
No.
Oh, thank God. So that's the end of my turn. It's currently 5-5. Tank's about to score 6. So he's got to score 1, so he's going to be on 6. 6-5.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need to.
You need to kill that Razorback.
I don't know if I can. I don't think.
So we'll think about it. But that. So at the start of the
I've got to play.
at the battle round, I'm going to go into Assault Doctrine.
Sweet.
Don't know why, but I am. So I get -1 on all my AP weapons plus my pistol. I'm going to use Litany of Hate on those guys again, which goes off, and then I'm going to use. Don't think it really matters at this point. Yeah, so Litany of Hate, so everyone within 6 rerolls hits when near him. That's the end of that bit.
Yeah.
I think that's everything, mate.
Cool.
There's a lot going on with this codex. I've got a list in my head that I'm running through every time. So that's it. So let's go into Tyranids turn 5. That is the end of the movement phase for the Tyranids. The Broodlord has come over. He's going to try and cast Smite to get the Leviathan, to try and get those guys out of combat. The Swarmlord has come out for a party, and the Malanthrope has gone back to hold the objective. So let's go straight into the Psychic Phase. It's all or nothing now, Tank.
Yep, we're going to try and smite this guy.
Sure. Doesn't go off. That is big.
So that means we've got to use
Psychic
Scream, and then we can't use it on Guilliman, which
indeed.
sucks. But we'll probably fail this now as well. No, we got the
Psychic Scream does go off, so
That
take
would've
D3
been-
more wounds.
That would have been nice on the smite, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
So
makes
I'm
no
dead.
difference.
Do I
He's
blow
dead.
up? I do not. So it's Leviathan dead. So he's destroyed. Okay, mate. Is that the end of the Psychic Phase? Or you got...
I'll try and do a smite on Guilliman.
Okay, so on a 6. It goes off.
So it goes off
D3.
and does
One more wound, so I'm down to 8.
and he'll try and do 5 up feel no pain on himself.
Catalyst, which goes off. Cool. Okay, that's the end of the Psychic Phase. There is going to be a shooting phase now,
There is
sadly.
now.
Okay, shooting phase coming up. Okay, it's time for the shooting phase. Tank, what would you like to shoot?
Let's see if we can get Cronus off that objective.
You do know that Cronus will pop out though when he's destroyed.
Yeah. The thing is,
There's 3 units
this
there.
guy
more
is
than just one
closer,
character, yeah.
so I can't get you off that.
Yeah, I mean, get rid of the Razorback's good.
Yeah, it's firepower, accurate
Yeah.
firepower. So let's
Exactly.
shoot Cronus.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, let's do that.
So 3s take re-rolling 1s.
Although I'm thinking if the game goes on, Cronus is stuck there, isn't he?
Do you want to think about it?
Yes, please.
So he's decided that he doesn't want to shoot these guys. He's going to go for Cronus. So 3s take re-rolling 1s. 1 missed. And then 3s to wound. Okay, how many is that?
7.
7 again.
Like they always do.
I should have just got 7 saves and rolled them. So 7 5-ups. So I make 2 of them, so 5d3 tank. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, I didn't count that right.
No,
3,
he's
4,
got
5,
11 though.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Decent.
he's on 2 wounds. Is that the end of the shooting?
It is.
Okay, so let's go into the charge phase. Okay, so the Swarmlord is going to charge Guilliman. So Hand of Dominion, 6s re-rolling. That's 1 so far. 2 hits. Are you toughness 6 or 7?
7, I believe.
Okay, we'll roll it. It's going to be 4s to wound. 5s to wound, sorry. I've got 1. Unless it's toughness 6.
Hive Tyrants are 7. Oh no, they might be 6. Let me check. He is 7.
So 1 wound at -1 then, matey.
4 up.
It's 2 damage.
So
Catalyst.
brackets. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Takes
So
2 wounds. Down to bracket.
middle bracket now.
Down to 5.
Oop.
Charge range.
He's in.
I think he's in with an 8.
Stay away from Cronus if we can.
There we go. They're in combat now. Okay, so time to fight. Do you know what he does? Or do you need to ice?
He's been bracketed now, so
Okay, we'll just double check and get all his dice ready then. We'll fight Guilliman. We'll go with the tail first.
tail misses.
Okay, and then how many attacks?
Just 5 now. He's bracketed.
5, okay.
So he's hitting on 2s.
Sure.
He's wounded on 3s because
Yeah,
he's strength
strength
7.
7.
Now he's bracketed.
So 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 3 plus in ones. Which I fail 1, so he takes 3 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's down to 5 wounds. So is that everything?
Yeah. Now he's going to get messed up.
So I'm going to attack back. I'm going to go with the Emperor's Sword. Because you're toughness 7, so the wounding makes no difference.
Yeah.
It does make a difference for the amount of damage that'll go through, but I can probably get mortal wounds. So it's 2 to re-rolling, which I don't need. And then it's 3s to wound, re-rolling 1s. So no 1s, but that is 4, 5, 6 in 1s plus 2d3 mortal wounds.
6. How many mortals, mate?
It's 2d3.
So do you want to do the mortals first? And I'll do.
Roll your saves, man.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 6. Do you say?
Yeah, so 3
So
ups.
3 ups.
He's
So
failed
he fails one of them.
1, so he takes 3 damage.
So he's got 2 left.
So
he's
2d
just dead. Oh, he's got
2d3
feel no
mortal
pain.
wounds.
Oh no, feel no pain.
Yeah, so 3 feel no pains, plus, so 6 feel no pains you need to take.
So how much damage is that for flat 3?
Flat 3, yeah.
So we'll do the feel no pain. So they all go through.
And then you take another 3 wounds.
So I need to make
2. which will make all of them
He's alive.
like a boss. There we go. Okay, so the Swarm Lord is alive against Guilliman. That is really, really good. Nice. Is that the end of the fight phase? I think it is.
It is, yeah.
Neither of us can do anything about that. Cheeky, very cheeky. So that's the end. It was 6-5. At the start of my turn, I scored 3 points. That puts us 8-6 to me. It's going to be close though. This could be the last turn though.
Yeah, I don't think I can come back, but I'm going to give it everything I've got.
Yeah.
For the nids.
For the nids, for the bugs. Let's go into Ultramarines turn 5. Guys, that is the end of the Ultramarines movement phase. Not a lot's happened. We've done a bit of shuffling. Cronus has healed a wound on the Razorback, so he's up to 3 now. So he's advanced over. He's just touching the objective, just moving over there. Everyone else around here is pretty much advanced, except for Tiggy. This unit is advanced to create a wall, so the characters can't be targeted. And there are, I think they're probably going to die, but at least that's the early shooting, and then they die. The characters don't get touched. These guys have advanced onto this objective to hold here, along with the wasted Hellblaster. He's moved there, and Guilliman is staying in combat because he's in a super heavy auxiliary tank. I don't get chapter tactics.
No good.
My only thinking what I could have done there is because the Swarm Lord kind of not really scary outside of combat. What I was thinking to do, I could pull out and shoot the Malanthrope, potentially kill him because there's enough damage there. I'd have to get really lucky, but then you wouldn't be holding that objective, which would mean you wouldn't score a point.
Yeah.
However, that is the end of my movement phase. Psychic phase, and all I can cast is Scryer's Gaze, which I do, so I gain a command point.
Nice.
So I'm on 1. Not that I'm going to need it, but there you go. Shooting phase, everyone's either advanced or can't target anyone. Charge phase, there isn't one, so we'll go straight into the fight phase.
Bye bye, Swarmy.
So Guilliman will fight the Swarm Lord with Emperor's Sword, hitting on 2s, re-rolling, wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. So that is 4 invulnerable saves, Tank, which has failed.
Failed 1.
It's 3 damage. He takes 2. Does he blow up?
He's got a death throws, yeah. Which he doesn't.
Does he fight? Does he die on 1 wound, or is he?
If
not
I had 2 CP, I could have swung him.
Okay,
But
cool.
unfortunately not.
So Guilliman will pile in 3, so we'll just move towards that crater. So Guilliman will move to there. Okay, so that is the end of my turn 5. So the current score is 8-6. If it does end, I will get Line Breaker, so it'll be 9-6. Tank, does it carry on a 3+? Because you get to roll because you went first.
This one.
It does carry on. So let's go into Tank's turn, but before we do, I'm going to do litanies. I'm going to do reroll hits in combat. Failed, and I'm going to do yeah, that was it. With a -1 to hit, I'll make this unit here -1 to hit with Tigerius for the rest of the battle round. Okay, let's go into Tyranids turn 6. End of the movement, the Brood Lord is coming out to try and delete a tactical squad sat in the building, and the Malanthrope has run away. Is the furthest possible point away from Guilliman while still holding the objective. It is currently 8-7. Yes, 8-7, because you just got a point at the start of your turn. So let's go into the psychic phase. If you want to. Do you want to do a psychic phase? You don't have to.
Yeah, I'd love to actually. So I guess. Ooh, I might be able to smite Tiggy.
Yeah, Tiggy will be the closest.
Yeah, well, they can have a Psycho War.
Mind War.
Psycho battle.
Yeah. Smite.
Yeah, we'll smite first.
Cool.
No,
So, goes off.
about.
I get to deny it, but I do get +1, which I don't. I don't think I can reroll deny, so there you go, goes off. D3 more wounds. 2.
Two.
So he's taking 2, he's got 2 left, I think.
And he will. How many has he got left?
I think he's got
an extra wound now. I'm sure, because he's Primaris.
I don't know, I'll have a look. I think it's 4 now, but I'll have a look. So he does actually have 5 wounds, so he's got 3 left. So what would you like to do with the Brood Lord for the second power?
Well, try and feel no pain in.
Okay, so Catalyst on a 6, which goes off, very nice. Okay, so that's that. So shall we go straight into the shooting phase?
Yeah, let's do it.
What would you like to shoot?
Cronus, please.
Okay, you really don't like him, do you? I think he's definitely dead this turn. So
In fact, we should probably split fire, shouldn't we?
I don't know.
We'll do half on Cronus. 1 on this dude.
Okay.
And 2 on these dudes.
Okay, so do you want to do the Hellblaster first?
Yeah, we'll do the Hellblaster.
Cool.
Hellblaster. Oh, it's 2 shots per dude. 2 hits.
Just out of curiosity, how many points is the Gene Stealer?
12, I think.
Okay. There you go. That unit killed a Gene Stealer all game. Okay, so 2 shots into the tactical squad.
It's 2 dudes, so it's 4
Yeah.
shots.
Rerolling ones. So 3 hits.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, 2 5-ups. So 2 dead.
And then 3 into
Cronus. All hit. 3s to wound. 3 wounds, 3 5-ups. 2 go through, he has 3 wounds left. He dies. Does he blow up? He does not. So Cronus, or not Cronus, will just jump out just on the objective behind the infantry squad, and then the Razorback is destroyed. Okay.
Okie
So that's the end of that. I think it's the charge phase.
Yeah,
So I'll go into it in a second. I'm going to charge the tactical squad. So I'm going to get to Overwatch with 1 dude. Misses. Cool.
Okay.
Charge range.
Oh.
That is not the
Great.
charge you needed, mate.
You know what I wanted?
What?
I thought if I could have got a big charge,
Yeah.
I thought I could have come to like here,
Yeah.
piled into here,
And then consolidated.
maybe killed them all, and then consolidated onto the objective.
That would have been
That
such
was
a
my
cheeky
play.
play.
But
That is a 3. That is a terrible, terrible time for a 3-inch charge with no CP left. Is that everything, mate?
yeah, those are the breaks.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into Ultramarines turn 6. The score is currently 11-7 because I've just scored 3 for holding these 2 objectives. Chaplain Casius and Sergeant Cronus have moved over to just grab this objective. They're using, kind of, I'd say abusing, but using the character rules so they can't get targeted because the tactical squad have come out along with Chief Librarian Tigerius. This tactical squad are just chilling on this objective, but Guilliman has moved over. He wants to go and kill the Malanthrope and take over that objective for reclaim it for Ultramar. I think I heard him say as he ran charging with his sword. So that's the end of the movement phase. Let's go into the Psyche Phase. We're going to go for a cheeky smite,
Crack on.
which fails, so I'm going to re-roll. Which fails. So, oh, actually, that's a 4. Becomes a 5. You get a +1.
Yeah, I'll try and do a cheeky deny.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll
Which
cheeky
you do.
deny it.
And then I'm going to go. I'm going to go Scryer's Gaze. So on a 7, which I can re-roll, which goes off on 11, which I like to try and deny.
I've only got 1 deny.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to gain a command points. I'm on 2 now, mate. Okay. So that's the end of the Psychic Phase. Shooting Phase. I'm going to do some bolters. Squad will rapid fire into the Broodlord that's just behind this building here. So 3s to hit. I'm not in Tactical Doctrine anymore, I'm in Assault Doctrine. So I don't get -1, but it's 5 to wound. 1 wound.
He's got a 4 up armour
Which
and a
fails.
5 up Philippa.
Very nice.
Takes a wound.
Tiggy will throw a grenade, which hits. Doesn't wound. This unit will shoot into him, he did move, so it's just going to be 4 shots. 3 hits. 1 wound, no minus.
4 up. Yeah,
Makes it. These guys don't reach. Guilliman is going to shoot the Malanthrope. He's nice and tall, is that Malanthrope. So
-1.
-1. So 3 to hit with Hand of Dominion.
Full rerolls now.
Full rerolls. Not that they made a difference. And then Toughness.
5.
So 3s to wound rerolling 1s. So 4 wounds at -1.
He has got a 5 up save, so 6s.
So it takes 6 damage.
6 damage. He's got 9, so we've got 3 left.
Okay. That is the end of the shooting phase. Let's go into the charge phase. He's going to charge the Malanthrope. I do get +1, but I need a kind of big charge, probably at least a 7 or an 8. It's not a 3. It's definitely not a 3. What range is it, Tank? Can you quickly, roughly measure?
Yeah, so
Is it worth re-rolling for a big roll?
let's see. So you need to go 5. Yeah, need a 7.
Need a 7, so I need a 6 on the dice. So I'm going to CP it.
So I mean, I think the game's in the bag, so you may as well go for it.
Yes, I only need a 4+, you see. Not that I get it, I get a 3, so there you go. Do I get my CP back? I do, so it's free. Back up to 2.
Nice.
Do you have any Overwatch?
No, mate, just harsh language.
Tigerius will charge. Nope. And then the Tactical Squad will charge. The 10, they can charge.
They're having it.
Tactical Squads are so angry these days. I've made 9, 10s and 11, 12-inch charges.
They might regret this charge.
Maybe. I'm going to punch you. So let's do that. So the tactical squad will fight the Broodlord in righteous combat.
Bring it.
I've used Scions of Guilliman, and because they have the troops battlefield roll, it's reroll hits rather than reroll ones. So it's 3s to hit, rerolling. So 3 missed. And then it's 5s to wound. You have 5 wounds left?
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can kill you. I've given it a good go, but I've only caused... That was a 5. I've only caused 3 wounds. So 3 saves at -1.
I've got my 5 up in Vuln. And my 5 up feel no pain.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
So that's the end of the fight phase, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Game over. End.
Is that it?
That's it. Yeah. No, you can, I mean, you can roll to hit if you want. You don't have to.
Oh, okay. I'll just say I've got 5 or 6 attacks. I can't remember.
Okay. Lord will sadly attack back in combat. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm not dead there, Tank.
Freeze re-rolling.
So you rolled a 6.
So they're -3 D3 damage.
The 6
that
is...
one's at -5 or something.
Yeah, so that's 1 dead. And then 3 at -3. 3 6-ups. So 3 more dead. So I'll take 1, 2, 3. That one as well. Okay, so that is the end of the fight phase. Morale check. On leadership 9.
Yeah, you're fine.
And I've lost 4, so on a 6 I'll fail. I don't. Cool. So that is the end of that turn. The score is currently 11-7. Does it carry on a 4+?
Right.
It does carry on.
Oh.
So you score a point. So it becomes 11-8.
Does Guilliman not?
I'm not holding it. I'm not.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm off the board.
Right,
I'm off the map currently. So at the start of that, I will initiate. I can't do anything. I'm in Assault Doctrine now. I can't go backwards. I'll use Litanies of Hate over there, which I do. So those 2 are rerolling hits in combat, and then that's it. Tyranids turn 7. It's coming up. For the Tyranids, we've just moved the Malanthrope up on there, so I can't get charged.
Just saying to Mikey, because he's Kronos. If he was Kraken, I could have left combat with him.
Yeah, and then charged into these guys
maybe tried that. But,
cheeky. So we're just going to go to the Psyche Phase. We're going to go for... Let me grab some dice.
You'll try and smite these dudes he's in combat with.
Sure. Goes off a 7, so I'm going to try and deny it on an 8.
Cocked.
But I get +1, so I need 7, which I don't, so D3 mortal wounds. Yeah, that's the unit. That's the unit destroyed.
We will try and feel no pain myself.
Okay. Goes off on a 9. I don't deny it, a double 1, definitely not. Okay, is that the end of the Psychic Phase?
Yeah, it's time to shoot.
So Hive Guard shooting phase coming up. Shooting into this tactical squad, trying to deny me a couple of points.
Okay, so we're freeze re-rolling ones.
Sure, me too.
Good job.
Yeah, basically re-rolling everything there.
7 ones.
Yeah. This is his wound counter.
Yeah.
It's
better.
Very good. And then 2s to wound.
See if I can get 7 wounds again.
If you get 7 wounds. No, more than 7, they all wound.
4, 5, 6, 10.
They have been fantastic this game.
MVPs.
So 5 ups. All dead. That's the unit gone. Okay.
He's going to charge Tiggy.
Okay, so straight into charge phase. Tiggy will overwatch with the crack grenade. Hit. No, misses. Sorry, I rolled a 5. Charge range. I think he's in combat now.
Boop boop.
Here he goes with a 10. You can't get janky here.
No, there's no jank to be had last turn, is there?
No.
It's just a bit hero hammer to finish the day.
Okay, so let's go straight in with the Broodlord into Tigerius.
So hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
1 miss.
If you roll a 6, he's dead. There he is, -5
He's
and
a
3 damage.
Yeah, he took 6 damage.
There we go, he's dead. So that's the end of your turn. You get to consolidate. The start of my turn, I score 2 points. That puts me on 13. Guilliman moves to here and shoots into the Malanthrope. 6 shots.
-1.
Rerolling. That was a hit.
Yeah.
And then freeze to wound. Rerolling 1s. 3 saves made it -1.
6 ups. He's dead.
He's dead. So then the game ends at turn 7. We get +1 for Linebreaker. Is this your Warlord, the Broodlord?
No, it was Swarm.
The Swarmlord. Okay, so that puts me on. It was 11-7, 13-7, 14-7, 15-7 at the end of that.
A great game, I enjoyed it.
Thank you very much, Tank. I hope you guys
for a long time.
Yeah, so there you go. That was Beachhead. The Ultramarines, whilst not quite clearing out the rest of the bugs, just a little minor threat. I think what we'll probably do is launch an orbital bombardment over there, because that's the other thing that's going to be able to deal with them. But there you go, that's a fantastic game. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a bit of a Codex review type thing. So let's go have a quick chat about it. Guys, there you go. That was nearly 2,000, 1,800 points, 1,850 points of Ultramarines versus Tyranids. And what a fantastic game that was.
Really good, wasn't it? I really enjoyed it.
We were just saying that we've tried to bring some really cool units and really visually stunning armies.
Yeah.
But we've kind of not held back, really.
No, I mean, if I had to take Nids to a tournament, pure Nids, that would be the list I took.
Yeah.
It's got the ball bag trick. You've got the double shooting hive guard, which are money, as we've seen.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
which I literally couldn't touch all the game.
And the Swarm Lord with the Gene Stealer cannon is just insane.
It is insane, yeah, exactly.
It's a glass cannon army, but you can see if you're like a skilled player with some finesse, they can do really well. Again,
with the right sort of terrain, because we had quite a bit of terrain, and we obviously used ITC ruins because it makes our life and the game's life easier.
Yeah.
There's a real way you can really play with the terrain, hide everything, and essentially there was probably 3 turns where I didn't shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were talking, weren't we, just before? I think I threw away a unit of Gene Stealers in the first turn, just misplayed, just me being rusty.
Yeah.
And I think I maybe should have kept. I was a bit too eager to get Old One Eye up there.
Yeah.
I should have kept him back as more of a sweeper, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
But generally, we got to show off some really cool stuff with him, so I was pleased.
I'm going to say, with the Old One Eye, what it kind of made me do was put Guilliman in a position where he got a lot further up the board, and then at that point there was no point bringing him back, so it maybe just launch him forwards, which I think at this point, because of the way he's nerfed, you don't need to castle as much. I don't, especially in this sort of game anyway. If you're playing Planet Bowling Ball, Guilliman stays in the back, everyone else shoots, right? But because there was so much terrain that I wasn't doing much shooting anyway, it kind of made me think, I'll leave Casius back, give everyone reroll hits, and then just launch him and just give you something to deal with again.
Yeah, I mean, now the Ultramarines can, when they're in tactical mode, they can move and shoot and ignore the heavy penalty.
Yeah, which is super, super strong.
They can be a really aggressive, fast-moving gun line now, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, let's say, look, we've seen Leviathans, they got the update last night.
Yeah.
So they get the Angels of Death. So they're -3 on the first turn with the Storm Cannons. Second turn they can move and shoot without minus, which is just insane, which is really, really good. And obviously they're not everything that gives you rerolls. You essentially ignore modifiers for the purposes of rerolls, because you reroll hits rather than failed hits. So really good. I mean, Reavers I really rate now. I've got loads. I've never painted them because I've been obviously a little bit bad, but they get so many attacks on the charge now.
I don't know if I'd rate them now, but I think they're playable now, whereas they were like a joke before.
They were a bit of a joke, but now they have they officially have the Phobos keywords, so you can tie them in with that side of the Codex, which again, I don't think it's all broken, but I think it's okay. So we've got some cool stuff in there.
Yeah, I was talking to Hellstorm Dan this morning, and we were saying that the Space Marines will hit like a truck now. Yeah. But they essentially still die just as easily as they used to. So some people are losing their mind a bit, saying like, oh, they're going to be broken, but they're not going to be like oppressive in the meta, I don't think. No, I think they just moved back up to a gatekeeper type list. You know, if you don't know how to deal with Space Marines, you probably struggle against them. I mean, I think they could be top tier. Yeah. But they won't be broken top tier like, say, Old Inari or Flyer Spam. I just think they'll just be able to give everyone a game and be in a chance of winning. And so it's a good place. It's good how it should be. I mean, a lot of people, going a bit into a tangent, but a lot of people have been saying they're like, yeah, they're broken, and how I'm going to deal with that, or the Tau, or the this, or that. And it's like, Space Marines have struggled for a long time. You know, they came out first, they dominated for maybe 2 months, and then they just went downhill after that. There was every counter to them. So now they've kind of just like brought them a little bit higher in line than they should have been before everyone else gets Codex, officially Codex 2, not like Codex 1.1.6 that KK Space Marines got. But we'll see. But there you go. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this battle report. We'll try and do 2K or 1750 next time, but you know, if you liked 1850, then let us know. A bit of a we actually did want to do 2K, but when we planned what models to get hold of, we didn't realise that the points cuts were so good. Yeah, exactly. So
There you go. So thank you very much for watching, guys. There will be more battle reports coming very soon with lots of Space Marines. Also on Hellstorm Premium, which will be where we do some really competitive, janky ITC ones with the Codex, which will be really fun. So thank you very much for watching. We've been Hellstorm Wargaming. You guys have been fantastic, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next one.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye bye. Start with a clap.
Tasty. Creamier.
Warhammer 40 0,000. Beep bop. Death to the ark.
We're going to time you on camera now, you slap.
1750, is that okay?
Yeah.
1750! Battle will be done! I like being a drone. Hello and welcome to this Lord of the Rings Battle Miniatures video game. James.
Hit it with the camera.
Behind the memes. Thank you very much for subscribing, supporting us doing what we love to do, and hopefully you do love it and enjoy watching it.